We will wait until our special guest arrives. My husband just left to run an errand, so Duke is here. Are we gonna lay? Okay. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about the 6 books that I read in the month of October. October was another slow month for me, but at least I read 6 books this month instead of just only 3 like last month. So let's get into it. Probably going to be a really short video just because, again, I only have 6 books to share with you. So I started off the month really badly by reading Soul Searching by Lilah Sage. Now listen, I'm really sorry. Just remember that this is my opinion, and I know a lot of people love this book, but I did not. If anything, I hated it. I'm so sorry. The sad part about this is that this book has all of the tropes that I'm looking for in a fall read. It's a small town, slow burn romance, paranormal elements in it. She sees ghosts, she can talk to ghosts. There's some creepy vibes in there, but I hated it. Here's the thing. A lot of it had to do with the person that narrated the book, okay? The person that narrates this book is the same person that narrated Shield of Sparrows, and I could not connect with the voice, with the plot, with the characters, with anything, because I was too distracted on how this person narrates. And I'm so sorry. This probably shouldn't influence my overall opinion of a book. However, just everything about this book I did not like. I could not connect with the characters. I didn't believe in the romance. Some scenes were really cringy. I think this was described as a slow burn. I felt like the romance was too rushed. It was a bit insta-lovey, which is not what I was thinking going into this book. I just didn't care or believe in the characters at all, making it really hard for me to connect with the characters, which is why I only gave it a 2. Then I read Salem's Fall by Rectock Ross. Again, this has got all of the tropes that I'm looking for. We are following our main female character, who happens to be an attorney, on her love interest's case. He is convicted of murder and she is there to help defend him. I mean, how unrealistic can you be in a book, right? Here's the thing. This takes place in Salem in October, in the fall season. We have a cult type of vibe in here, gruesome murder that needs to be solved. We also have billionaire romance, all the tropes I love. However, how unrealistic is it that you are the attorney on your lover's case? Like, is total conflict of interest. But again, let's just give it that, right? Everything about this book, again, was cringy. I had a hard time connecting or even falling in love with the characters. I just don't know what to say. This just wasn't for me either. This was a 2-star as well. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you much. I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. Another letdown, another 2-star. But then I read We Used to Live Here by, I think his name is Marcus Kleewer. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering the name, but this was so good. I understand why this book was so hyped, okay? I now get it. The only thing that I'm disappointed about is that the ending left me confused, dazed, like out of sorts. Like it almost felt like I was in a very fast merry-go-round and I felt dizzy afterwards. I don't even know how to explain how the ending made me feel. I wanted more. It literally leaves you in a cliffhanger and makes you play the guessing game. You know those kind of books and movies that leave you questioning things with a million questions, trying to make up your own ending and what really happened? That's exactly what the ending did to me. This was creepy. This was disturbing. This filled my head with so many questions that still have been unanswered. Creepy, eerie, atmospheric, and weird. There were moments in this book where I was like, what the actual fuck just happened? What the fuck is going on? In this story, we're following Eve, who just moved into this old house with her partner, Charlie. They are planning on renovating it. They got a good deal for it. It's a beautiful old Victorian-esque type of house. And one day, as they're working on the house, they get a knock on the door. When Eve answers the door, she finds a man, his wife, I think he has 3 kids, and his 3 kids there. He says, "Hi, we used to live here. Would you mind if you let me show my family around my childhood home?" And what does Eve do? What does any sane person do in this situation? Say no, right? No. Eve says, "Why, yes, let me let this stranger into my house peruse around the house, nothing's gonna happen, right? Except it does, you guys. Again, this was weird. This was such a fun psychological ride. I feel so bad for the characters. That's all I'm saying. I feel so bad. Just comes to show that maybe you shouldn't let the stranger in your house. You know, maybe you shouldn't be that nice. Really, really like this book. This was a 4.5, not a 5-star. There was something missing. Could have been the ending that leaves you guessing. You know, this was such a good breath of fresh air considering the last 2 books I started the month off with. Then I finally read Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. This was so perfect for October, for the fall season. It was so freaking creepy and disturbing. Just the things that happened in this book are insane to me. This is perfect for spooky season. In this book, we're following Mallory. Mallory just got hired by the Maxwells to be their 5-year-old son Teddy's nanny. He is such a sweet, very smart, very timid little boy who spends a lot of his time during the day drawing and sketching, walking around with his sketch pad and sketch pencil. Everything is fine and dandy until Mallory starts noticing that Teddy's pictures go from very, very cutesy, very happy to quite disturbing. She can't understand why this little boy happens to be drawing such disturbing pictures. And the story goes from there. This was so good, so creepy, so messed up. The entire reveal, the entire plot is just so fucked up. I'm not gonna say more. But if you're looking for a creepy, illustrated, good spooky time, please pick this up if you haven't already. This is the best book you could ever read in the spooky season. I gave this a 4. I had such a great time. I was never bored. It was creepy. It was disturbing. It was fucked up. It was anything and everything you can ask for the spooky season. Willing Prey by Ali Oleander. Funny thing about this book is that this is probably Smut Special Edition. I wasn't really in the mood to read something like this. This is freaking erotica in the woods, okay? In a short sentence, this is exactly what I would describe this book. I was not in the mood for this, but I did miss my skip window, so not unfortunately, I got the book and I decided I would start it. Oh my gosh, is this so freaking good and juicy. This is about a woman. I think she's going through a divorce, finds her husband. I'm not sure if it's a divorce or... yeah. Finds her husband literally cheating on her because he works at a law firm. He cheats on her with a paralegal there. Okay, so she's going through a divorce. She's trying to pay off her student loans. She has no money for any of this until his boss, her ex-husband's boss, propositions her and offers her a deal of a lifetime. He says, hey, I'm kind of kinky. I like chasing women like deer in the woods. How about for 30 days, $30,000, $1,000 a day, I pay you to be my prey. And if you make it to 30 days, obviously you win $30,000. So this is ex-husband's billionaire boss, erotica, freaking primal play, just... it was a good time, okay? It was fun, good time. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, if you want to know some of the kinks in here, the author provides them all, okay? Primal play, non-consent, light breath play, choking, light restraint, semi-public, you know, steamy time, transactional steamy time, you know? He pays her for this. Praise. I mean, this was good, okay? Give it a shot. I gave this a 4. I think I gave this a 4. Yeah, I gave this a 4. This was so fun. This literally got me out of whatever funk I was in. It was the perfect read. It was quick. It was fun. The narrators were great. I had a good time. Then I ended the month. You know what, you guys? I will say that October was a rough month for me because out of all these books, I barely had any good start ratings. A lot of them were 2 stars. Hence the next one I'm about to talk about. Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. I didn't finish this book. I literally DNF'd it when I had an hour and 30 minutes left of it because I could care less what was happening to the plot and the characters. This was so cringy to me. I am so sorry if you really love this book. I love that for you, but I absolutely hated it. And you know what I think I don't like and I've realized about fantasy books like this? I don't think I'm into the whole pirate ship, pirate theme type of fantasy books. I don't care about the water and the sailing and, you know, one bunk bed. I don't care about any of that. And I feel like this was overly hyped unnecessarily. I have no idea why people love this book so much, and I didn't care enough to find out at the end why it's such a plot twist and why people go crazy over it at the end, because it leaves you in a cliffhanger and people just can't wait to get their hands on the next book. This was so daunting to me and so underwhelming. The entire time I was waiting for the ball to drop. I was waiting for like oh, I don't understand why people love this book so much. I don't even want to tell you what it's about. One boat, one bed, one jaw-dropping plot twist. This was so disappointing in so many levels, and also very disappointing because I have this beautiful Fairy Loot edition of it and I didn't like it. Don't even want to tell you what's it about. This book was a letdown. I'm sure you guys have heard it. It was so popular on Book Talk. Everybody loves this book and I am like the exception. This was not for me. So there you have it. Those are all the books that I read in the month of October. I hope I get better luck in November. I feel like this month was just a letdown for me because I had such high hopes of reading all these atmospheric books, and I just read a lot of 2 stars. I didn't tell you what the rating was, but this was a 2-star read for me. Hopefully in November I get better reads, better ratings, just better books. So that's it. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will catch you on my next one. Bye!